Many thanks for joining me today. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, going to all of you, most of you currently watching on YouTube, you're watching on Facebook also. I want to say thank you so much for joining me. Today's session is going to be a beautiful session. Trust me, when I say beautiful, I mean beautiful because guess what? My guest that I'm going to speak with today from the University of Arkansas. He happens to be this one favorite person of mine that together we were at Ivory Coast to have our US visa. I'm talking about F1 visa interview, but we'll be discussing the end game, the changing game. It was a beautiful thing that happened afterwards. I'm talking about when all of us decided to come back to Ghana to have our visa, US visa interview conducted. It was a game changer. God was on our side. So today I'm going to talk about that. This is somebody who this university, it seems like they actually wanted him so bad. We'll be talking about how he reached back to the school, letting the school to know that, hey guys, my visa has been denied. What can I do? My funding, everything. The school says that no, we can keep the funding with your profile, meaning that anytime you get your visa approved, your funding will be waiting for you. We'll be talking about everything, how many times he had his visa interview, how was the process, the questions he asked, and then why he chose the University of Arkansas. You know, the last edition that we had, we were talking about, you just do not have to focus on what school or maybe a school that is so cheap. No, we are talking about schools that maybe after you finish attending that school, the alumni or the school would be able to help you maybe sometimes get internships, attend some conferences, or maybe even to get you a job. Like, not necessarily they just employing you at the university, but sometimes connecting you with the alumni people, like, just to help you get a job. And so that could be one of the reasons why my guest today picked to join the University of Arkansas. And so we'll be having that conversation briefly. But first of all, you know what I do? I want to hear from you guys. You guys matter so much to us. We want to know from you what is happening with you. Have you applied to any school yet? List the schools for us in the comment section. And then also, we want to know from you today what the process is. How are they going with you? Have you applied for your visa interview? Those of you who are waiting for your I-20s, or you're waiting for maybe let me say a funding decision before you apply for your visa interview, you are waiting for danger. Danger is looming, giddy, 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 giddy. You better send your financial document to this school for them to process your I-20 for you. Currently, I want to even check the latest visa date available in Ghana right now. Permit me to just use 1 minute of your time to currently check. I want to check what date is available in Ghana right now. Those of you who are waiting to book your visa interviews in Ghana, but you do not know what is available for you in Accra, Ghana, I'm trying to check for you because I have some people, their profile with me, that I'm helping them to book a visa interview. So let's see. So in Accra, Ghana, okay, so in March, there is no date now. In April, there's no date. In May, there is no date. In June 2025, there is no date. In July 2025, there is no date. In August 2025, there's no date. I saw a date here last night. Okay. In September, currently 15th of September 2025, 15th of September, that is the earliest date right now you can get. And also 25th of September 2025, that is the date available. So you better get your things sorted out as soon as possible, because if you do not do this, bro, it's gonna be so bad. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna get it to my somebody say Ohala. Yes, Ohala. So I'm going to get to the studio right now and bring my guest on board. Listen, this interview is going to be so much of fun, educative, and entertaining. So I want you guys to stay with me, right? So current date in Ghana right now, that is going to be in September. Yeah, 15th September, and currently 25th of September, right? Yes. So guys, let me know if you are applying, what date you have, and let's see how we can help you. It is very important. Without much ado, I want to bring my guest on board. The man known as David Agogo. My brother, how are you doing, sir? Can you unmute yourself at your end?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good, brother.
Nice to meet you again.
Bro, I'm so excited that both of us, we have been able to make it by the grace of God, bro. We are in America.
Definitely. Definitely.
We met in Ivory Coast for the very first time. I mean, like this story, we'll be getting to that. I mean, later. So please share this link if you are on now. Right now, we just have about 24 people, right? Just in the first 2-3 minutes, just joined. And so please share this link for us. Put it up on your WhatsApp status. Let them join as soon as possible, all right? So that they do not meet any segment of the show today. David, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good. So for the people joining me right now, they are now saying just the name over there, David Agogo. Bro, can you introduce yourself to me and okay, let me just say the audience. So because me, I know you.
All right. So I'm David Agogo. I'm a PhD student currently at the University of Arkansas. I'm in my third year. I'm studying electrical engineering. So I'm in the Department of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science. Yeah.
Department of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science, right?
Right.
Okay, great. So that means that you are currently a PhD student.
Yeah.
PhD student. Okay. So, man, where did you have your undergrad education and what program did you study?
So I had my undergrad education in Russia. At Belgrade State Technological University. Then I did my undergrad in electrical and electronics engineering. So,
bro, in Russia, how is the system, like the education system in Russia?
I mean, when it comes to education system, Russia is really well endowed with a lot of universities, and I would say Russia is a country where you can find a lot of people in academia, right? So a lot of people come there to study engineering, medicine, petroleum engineering. Yeah, they are just really endowed. They like to go to school a lot. You can find someone in Russia sewing, and then you know that the person even has a PhD and is doing a different job aside that.
Yeah. So, wow, beautiful. So, man, let's come back to when you started preparing for USA. Somebody could ask, why didn't you want to just pursue your master's of degree, I mean, in Russia, and you wanted to switch from Russia to USA, or you just wanted that change of environment or something like that?
Well, so whilst I was in Russia, I kind of I thought about it where I wanted to pursue my master's, and then I had one of like a predecessor that was ahead, and he went to pursue his master's at Norway.
Okay.
I was kind of I wanted to go to Norway as well to pursue my MSc. I was also looking at Germany. I wasn't really looking at USA, if I'll be frank to you.
Okay.
I was looking at the European countries like Germany, Norway, Austria, and other countries.
Is it because of the free kind of education?
Yes, so they provide mostly free tuition. Then you just have to find a job to take care of everything. Once you get admission, it comes with an automatic free tuition scholarship. That's why I wanted to go there.
Briefly, tell us, when did you start looking at the schools in the US? In which year was that? Was it 2021? Because I think we met in 2022, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I would say
did you start?
Technically it was around 2020.
2020. And how many schools did you actually apply to in the US particularly? I want us to focus on US.
See, I applied to uncountable schools.
Bro, put a number to it. Like how many of them?
I can't really put a number to it. I applied to a lot of schools, like the job market in the world right now. Just wake up and then I'll just start applying. So I first focused on the free waiver universities.
Oh, okay.
So whilst I was in my third year in Russia, I wanted to have this system where right after I graduate. So right after I graduate from my college, I should have a ready admission in funding.
Okay.
That was my plan.
Uh-huh.
So I focused on first getting some free waiver universities. But
Mm.
again, there's a problem with that.
Mm.
When you get the free waiver universities, it becomes really competitive because then you have the best of the best students also applying to those universities.
Mm-hmm.
So later at some point I had to pivot my search towards paying for application fees and all that, so that I could reach out to some other universities which doesn't allow a free access to everyone to also apply. So it's been a journey. It's been a journey, yeah. And I got to a place where I had scholarships from school, but I didn't pursue it because I wanted a full funding.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
You gotta at least, let's say, even about 50%.
Yes.
Yes. You never wanted to get to that.
No.
You just wanted full funding.
No, I just wanted full funding.
Our body. Wow. So you finally landed on University of Arkansas. And
right.
How much was the application fee for the school?
Man,
you can't remember, right?
Yes, it's been a while. but I think it shouldn't be more than 50.
It shouldn't be more than $50.
Yeah, yes. Somewhere between 35 and 50.
Okay, so you got admitted into what we would probably call an accelerated program, because it seems like you skipped your master's. So from undergraduate degree straight to a doctoral program.
Yeah.
Right. And so what's the name of the program again?
It's electrical engineering and computer science, right?
Okay. All right. Do you still remember some of the requirements for the program? I mean, before you were admitted, maybe, I don't know if they asked you official transcript, English requirement, and all that. Do you remember some of them?
I do, but I would say my route to gaining admission here was a bit different.
Okay.
So if you'd want me to share that, I'll share that process as well. So when I had, mind you, because I knew I studied in a country whose major language was Russian other than English, I had to write the IELTS.
Yeah.
So I wrote the IELTS, I wrote the GRE, graduate record exams. I got my transcript, everything translated, because we need to translate. Since I studied in a different country, my certificates were in Russian language, and I had to translate it and certify it in the Ghanaian embassy in the country. I don't have to return back to do it. I have to do that in Russia.
Okay.
So after I did that, as I said, I pivoted my search after I wasn't getting a full funding. I changed it style. So I was kind of searching on LinkedIn day in, day out, searching for professors who are in search of like students in my area. I would say I wasn't really also matured in the research space, because someone coming from undergrad, you don't know much about research, even though I've done like some here and there. So it was just like a passion-driven search that, hey, I always shoot them a cold email. I've seen you want to do something in this, and my background kind of aligns with it.
Yeah.
So I reached out to a lot of professors. I had interviews upon interviews. I got like luck with 3 different schools. That's University of Alabama, Tuscaloosa, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, and then University of Arkansas. So those were the schools that I got a full funding for before I selected the University of Arkansas. So for the University of Arkansas, I reached out to a mechanical engineering professor actually. The reason why I reached out to him is he wrote on his profile that he's looking for a student in power electronics, and power electronics is something that aligns with electrical engineering.
Yeah.
So it was a collaborative project where they had a professor who was in electrical engineering and that. So he was the one who said, okay, if you're interested in it, then I could talk to my co-PI who I'm collaborating with.
Yeah.
And he spoke with the co-PI about me. And the co-PI set up a Zoom meeting to interview me.
Yeah.
I was kind of nervous when he said, "Okay, let me set up a Zoom meeting." So he set up a Zoom meeting, and he was just talking about his life, how he, you know, how he
Yeah.
grew up, how his parents and everything. And I
Mhm.
also told him about mine and how I have passion and how I studied in Russia and everything. So we had a good chat.
Mhm.
I was still not satisfied because all the interviews that I had attended in the past, they used to ask a lot of technical questions. So I was
Questions.
still
Yeah.
kind of expecting where is the technical question coming from. So he was like, "Okay, you know what? I want to ask you a question." I was like, "Yes, this is what I've been waiting for." So I started getting scared. And
Yeah.
he asked me, "Do you know what power model is?" I remember. Then I told him that I don't know power model, but I know something about semiconductor device and packaging. He was like, exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
That's where we apply something like that. So I didn't know what it was, but
Mm.
I kind of sort of found like, a link to it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just said it. And he explained to me what a power model is. I was like,
Mm.
"You know what? I'm going to give you this offer. I'm going to take this chance with you." And then within 48 hours, I already got an offer letter from him.
Wow.
Before I even applied for admission, I already had my funding letter.
So you got oh my god, oh my god. So my guy, in your case, you got an offer letter first before you got an admission letter.
Yes. Yes.
Somebody should type that. Let this favor come on me. Somebody should type it in the comment section. God, this favor. God, this favor. Let this favor locate me. My brother got his admission, his funding letter before that. And the fact that you got your funding letter from this professor,
right,
you should know that your admission is already secured because your application, of course, the international office, they're going to send it to the department to approve. You see, so if the same person has already given you this, that means that your admission is already secured. Bro, we are talking about full funding. Can you explain what we mean by full funding? The full funding, it means that it covers your tuition, maybe insurance, housing, and all that.
So in my university, how it works is you get your full tuition paid, you get stipend, and then you get 66.6% of your health insurance paid.
Wow.
That's how it works.
Yeah. University of Arkansas. Okay, guys, so if you're still watching, please share this link, share it with your friends and family, put it up on your WhatsApp stories and everything. Let them join us and have this beautiful conversation. All right, so from that, now we know that David got admitted to University of Arkansas. Is it Fayetteville, right?
Yeah, Fayetteville.
Okay, and then after that, he's now on a full funding program at this particular university. So, Dave, let's now get to the interesting parts, right? How many attempts of visa do you have? The reason why I'm asking this question because hold on, David. The reason why I'm asking this question is because a lot of people, like, they are under the how do I put it? The kind of understanding that without funding, it will be difficult for people to receive their visas approved or receive them, right? And I will always tell them that from my school, I got denied. Somebody will probably have a funding would also get denied. So that is why I'm much more interested in this conversation. Let's talk about it so that we clear the doubts in the minds of the people so that they get to know that it is not necessarily because of that. Sometimes it is the grace of God, it's a favor, and then the way you probably sometimes will put up your story. You get it? So I'll come back to you right now. That Dave, the question is, how many attempts did you get? And then we'll talk about how the two of us we met on all that.
Like as you said, a lot of factors come to play. There is the admission and then dealing with the school part, and then there's the part of dealing with the visa. They are two separate entities. they don't meet at all. I had actually 3 tries of visa, and at some point I feel like I should have relaxed. Sometimes when you get the funding and then the scholarship and everything, and you just want to leave, and the situation in Ghana is not helping.
Yeah.
As if you are not going to find a date, and someone tells you that, hey, I've been waiting since 2022, I didn't get a date, and I even lost my funding, and so you are just in a haste, or you're under pressure to go get a date at any country that you feel like you really want to just get a date and go for your visa interview. But then, as I said, every country actually has what they look at. I mean, and that's just the truth. You can't compare someone applying for a student visa in Ghana to someone applying for a student visa in Canada. They are going to look at two different points of view, considering you from Ghana and considering you from Canada. So it's just like that.
Okay, so you had about 3 attempts, right? And then I'm sure you had all of them in Africa. The last one was probably in Ghana, right?
Right. The last one was in Ghana. The first two were not in Ghana.
Okay, now let's talk about the second one that I am aware of. It was, so I think we eventually met together at in Ivory Coast.
Exactly.
we had the visa interview the same day, the same time. I think we were actually 3. There's one guy who got it. I don't know what happened that day. That guy. So I remember that in the hall. I mean, you see how the queue is in Ivory Coast. It's different from Ghana. So different. That day,
so different.
I didn't see any. The queue, and yes, I giddy. It wasn't like that. So I remember we met over there. So I went to this interview first. I was in the front.
Okay.
I was in the front. And so I think whilst I was sitting there, I saw you coming into the embassy. I saw you getting into the hall. So, and I heard you were talking about some certificate and some stuff. I was like, hey, Charlie, this guy's going to kill us over here.
Oh.
I'm telling you, bro.
I mean, they were trying to arrange it. I don't know if they did same for you. They were trying to arrange everybody's documents once you get in the embassy. I don't know if you did that process.
So I did. Because I've been to the interview before, so I just know how to arrange it. So I did it myself. So when I heard the certificate transcript, like they were looking good, first class, and I was like, hey, Charlie, we come with a second class app.
See, the school is different from the immigration. Yeah.
I mean, that time, none of us, we were not aware of, anything that was happening, right? Yeah. So I went to this interview first. I mean, you saw me having my interview, right? Didn't you see me having my interview?
So I think I wasn't really paying attention.
Because you were focusing on yourself.
Yes. I was just like, I just blocked my mind on everybody.
Yeah.
And I was just relaxed. But I think I saw you. I don't actually recall. So, the time I actually remember was after the interview.
Yeah. I mean, I understand. So I went for this interview, bro. The other guy, forgotten his name.
Benjamin.
So I think
Benjamin was the last. He went before me.
I think he went before you. So you talk to us about how yours went. But for me, everything was just good. So I didn't know where the denial came from. I just didn't see that coming. But bro, now tell us how your interview process went for you in Ivory Coast.
So I'll say when it was time for me to go to the counselor, I went there. He asked, I've forgotten why am I here or something. So I told her I'm here to. She was a woman, so I told her I was here to like apply since the visa availability date in Ghana, blah 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 blah. Blah. That's why I came there. So she asked me about my educational background, and I told her. So when I told her, then she shook her head.
Because it was in Russia, right?
Yes. So I told her I have the explanation. like I have the translation. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Then this woman kept on asking me back. So why didn't you apply in Ghana? You came to apply in Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast,
So
yeah.
then I'll answer the same question. Then she will shake her head and be looking at the screen and typing. Then she asked me what's my plans. I said it. Then she asked me back again, why did you apply in Ghana? And you came back here. I'm like, what's the problem with coming here if I can't find the dates in Ghana and I come here? Why can't I come here? I mean, I didn't say it that way, but I'll just say like I kept on repeating my answer.
Yeah.
That's when she finally pulled the trigger, like, hey,
Charlie.
you know what? I'm not approving it. At that point, I asked her why.
Yeah. Because we heard that story. We heard that story that when they denied you, you were asking the visa.
Yes,
why?
I was very confrontational, and I wasn't friendly with her. I actually challenged her.
After she said
that, because I wanted to like just let her know it's not fair. Like, because I'm coming from a different place to apply here, doesn't mean you should use that. She was like, she hears me and everything, but I should go. And then I just snatched everything in front of her and I walked away. I didn't even say bye. So that was it.
Bro, you are so lucky that they never wrote anything on your profile.
I mean, I think when I was going, one person reached out and was like, you know what, just go to your country and apply. And he did it. I was like, okay. But I don't think it should be a place where you should write something. I just wanted a genuine reason. And you know how it works. Like, nobody really explains anything to you. They just be like, okay, that's it. And it was very frustrating as well, with no reason and why you just not applying in your country. That's all.
Yeah. Bro, you got some courage. You got some nerves because
I mean,
you're trying to confront the video.
Not in a bad way.
I know, but at least you asking the lady like why they denied you and all that, and then she could get pissed at you and I mean just write something. For me, I know how the feeling is because when she denied me, when I went outside. You see the clear bag and everything, right? I just hit everything on the floor like that. And then the Black American came in, and because I heard that she's also she happens to be a VO2, so I was actually hoping that she would be the one to interview me over there. And until I got out, that was when she was coming in, and she was like, "Say, is everything okay?" I was like, "Yeah, duh, it's okay." I'm like, why are you late? Why I should have asked her that thing, because it was the same woman who denied me that denied you.
What I realized was they were just the people who were from Ivory Coast. For that day they all got their visas.
One lady before me didn't get it
from Ivory Coast.
Yes, one lady like before me, she didn't get it. So I just don't know what was happening that day, bro. It was bad.
So I don't think there's a particular structure to getting your
visa approved.
Your visa approved, even though I mean, you've been in this space, you educate people. It comes from a lot of factors. It starts down from your admission, your funding, to filling your DS-160.
Correct.
Filling your DX-160, your service, having everything in check, and then crafting your story really well.
Yeah.
But here's the case where it's not every visa officer that would allow you to bring that story out. So it's still kind of hazy in a way. It depends, right? So if you get a place where they can actually hear you out, then that's good.
Yeah. I mean, bro, I remember that day after they denied the two of us and then we met. I think, but Benjamin got it. He got it. So apparently he was attending the school. I think he registered for some courses online.
Right.
And he was taking the courses already. So it's just like he went as a continuous student. And then he had proofs that he had
taken
tuition and all that.
And paid and everything.
Yeah.
That's what made them
that kind of, because he came to the hostel where we were staying he was telling me that even at the point they asked him a question that, so what work does your mother do? He says, oh, my mother is a trader.
The father. I was there. He said he's a wood something.
Yeah.
And then he said wool or wood. He said wool. They said, is it wool or wood? Wood. He was just so confused. He was shivering. He wasn't really articulate, but he still got it. So, but I think, as you said, his was more because I remember they asked him about his transcripts from the US because he has already taken some course from the same university. So that made the process like a bit easier for him. Yes, but I think even before that there was a case in Ivory Coast before we even went to.
Oh, lot of cases, bro.
Where people had submitted fake documents.
Yes.
So they were very hostile to the Ghanaians who came there a bit. Yeah.
I was in that WhatsApp group, and then the thing popped up. The guy actually came and then was just shouting in that WhatsApp group that blah 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 blah. And now we heard that people were going there with the statement, right, with that fake statement. And so that day, I think the only number of people that they approved, I think, was just about 2, but the entire people, they just got denied. And so if I'm sure that if we had gone there like earlier cry just like Charlie
exactly. So like people submitted fake documents and it became a problem just a few weeks before we went
there. Yeah.
So the hate was just too much.
It was just too much. So after the visa denial, that was when we actually touched base. The guy came to the hostel and then he told me about you. He said, oh, Charlie, the PhD guy, some PhD guys who come from Ghana. I was like, oh, really? So we are like 3 Ghanaians over here. I said, oh yeah. He said
that's
he said the guy there upstairs. Wait. I said, Charlie, make you go. He said, oh, Charlie, make you no go. The guy, they feel bad.
I was it. Wait. I think I came to your room, right? You were in the room, and
I think he came to tell me first about you, and all, and then he came back to you, and then I think brought you to our room, the hostel.
Yeah, I mean, I came to the room and you were lying on the bed. You were like, oh, you.
I was so sad, and I remembered you came to the room, Charlie. Now your shirt was open with just a singlet there, Charlie.
Oh man, I was a bit disappointed, but I think you were downward at me because you didn't even eat the acheke. I bought acheke for us to eat.
Charlie, yeah, I didn't eat that acheke. Did I eat it?
No.
Yeah, because my appetite for food was gone.
At least I ate it. I was like, you know what? Let's forget eat this food. Let's just chill. I was like, Bakwe, let's go and walk around. Like, no, I don't want to walk.
Charlie, I was tired. I didn't want to go. Doing anything because, bro, it was disheartening. Because in my mind, like this woman, do you know how I got to Ivory Coast, crossing all those rivers and all that, Charlie, and. It was that bad. The next morning, I was on my way. Yeah. I was on my way back to my beloved country. Because, bro, it was hard. I remember that day we went to, and they were even playing some game. I don't know whether if it was African Cup of Nations or something they were playing that day. Ivory Coast was playing that day, and so people were making the noise, but we were in pains. Yeah. Bro, you came back to Ghana. I remember. That I was heading for I was taking a class in Ghana at the time, cybersecurity class. So I was on my way to class. Now, on my way, friend, I see, man, I get a visa. I say, Charlie, Sean, they lie. The guy say, oh man, no, feel like you. The man call me video call, but David never called me video call before. He never called me video call before. And then he was like, oh, what are you let me show you the paper. The guy showed me the paper. I say, your visa has been approved. Go to DHL. I was like, damn it, God. I came back. I was like, oh God, you did it for this guy. And so you left in May, right?
Yeah, I left in May. I did my interview somewhere in April. Yeah.
And then you left in May. I was like, God, the two of us, we went to this Ivory Coast together. God, do it for me. Oh, my guy. I said, when you told me that you finally got it, I was like, I was happy. I had mixed feelings. I'm going to be truthful to you. Like, Charlie, now you got it. And how about me? How about me? Because now David, with full funding, got denied in Ivory Coast. Now he came to Ghana to prove a point that they say, Ghana, if you have a funding, that is going to make it happen for you. And here you are, and then you made it happen, bro.
Yeah.
You left Ghana in May, but Ghana, how was the interview for you? I heard you got interviewed with a bald man, right?
I did what?
You had the interview with a bald man.
Yes.
Yeah. How did it go for you?
So before going to Ghana, kind of in my DS160, I wrote there in the comments the way they provide why you
were denied before, yeah.
I explained everything. So when I went to the Ghana embassy, I saw there was the bearded man bowed and the black man. The black man was really approving a lot of people. So
yeah, you wanted to go there.
Yes, it was my desire to go there, but again, I didn't want to play any kind of gimmicks or tricks in the queue. I wanted to so at the point where I was supposed to go to the visa officer, the black man was done and the bald man was done.
Okay.
So I wanted to hurry up and go to the black man. And then the bald man called me, "Hey, you come here." I was like, "Oh my God, not again. Not again." Because the bald man was denying everybody. Like, he denies like 15 people and gives like just one person a visa. So when I went to the bald man, he was just looking on the screen. Place your hand on this thing. I was like, okay. I was like, "Can I talk?" He was like, "No, you cannot talk." I was like, what's happening here? At least the visa officer in Ivory Coast gave me the opportunity to talk.
You did.
I'm not being given any opportunity to talk. Then he went out of the
kiosk, right?
The cubicle or whatever. Then he went to talk to someone, and he came. He looked at my face. He looked at the screen. Then he laughed. I was like, and he'll be typing. Then he started typing. He looked at my face. I was like, "You're going to University of Arkansas, right?" I was like, "Yeah." Before I knew, I thought it was even about denying me. Then he pulled the sheet. So I like, "Okay, your visa will be approved." I was like, "Oh, no question." Okay.
You guess you are saying that no question.
No, I didn't even. I was like, it's like now I don't even know the reason. It makes me more confused. Like, what's happening? One person asked a lot of questions. The other person decided not to ask anything at all.
Yeah.
Then straight approval.
Wow.
So that was the whole thing.
Guys, so nobody can actually tell the dynamics of having the interview. Yes. Look at it. He had a back and forth with the VO at Ivory Coast, and then he came back to his beloved country where they sent him back to come. And then there was no question. The question is that, "Oh, so you are going to University of Arkansas, right?" He says, "Yes, I'm approving your visa." Like, so what at all could be the game changer? Right? Or probably the woman at Ivory Coast maybe wrote something favorable on your profile. Nobody can tell.
I really don't know. Yeah.
Nobody can actually tell. So I wouldn't say there is a formula to any of those things. Although when you read some of the transcripts by some of these prospective students, you would be able to tell some of the things that could add up to their denial, right? But looking at your case right now, I can't say. Because even in Ivory Coast, you already made mention of the fact that I had my undergraduate in Russia and I have the transcribed edition of my certificate and my transcript. And then back and forth, still asking you, why didn't you apply in Ghana? I already told you that there was no favorable date in Ghana for me. And back and forth. I don't know what actually she saw on your profile. Either she got scared with the Russia thing. I can't tell. I really cannot tell.
I really don't tell, but from What I noticed, maybe I can tell, is I would always sometimes advise, especially if you have a foreign certificate, especially it has been endorsed by the Ghana embassy in the country. I'll say maybe the best is to apply from your country of citizenship. That's what I did, because since then it made me tell some other students who studied in Russia that, hey, you know what? Just apply in Ghana. Don't go anywhere. They got it on their first try.
Yeah, in Ghana, right?
In Ghana.
Were they having funding or they were not having funding?
Some were having like partial, some full scholarship, but they still got it. I think it's rather safe and they understand the process, or they are kind of used to how the embassy translates those certificates. Especially when the foreign embassy has doubt on how genuine your documents are.
Yeah.
So it makes it more easier.
Yeah.
But the problem is the embassy in Ghana never checked any of my certificates. They never checked they didn't even take my admission letter. They only took my I-20 and passports. Yeah.
I think for you to having the interview in Ivory Coast, because Ivory Coast wasn't the only African country you had the interview. You had it at a different country too.
So the first country was go back to your home country.
Yeah.
That's what the visa officer told me.
But still, you didn't go back to Ghana to do it?
Because the date wasn't available, because I checked. So the case was but I think they were just bent on, maybe there's a reason why they said I should go back to my home country.
Yeah.
That's what I strongly feel.
Yeah, because look at you, it means that you are a Ghanaian, you studied abroad initially, that is in Russia. And then instead of you to, I think that the discrepancies in you studying abroad and then coming back to your country and now going to another country's interview in a different country too, I think it was just kind of too much and all that. But let's not conclude that could be the reason. Nobody can actually tell. 214B, it's kind of a generic thing that is given to everybody. So that is it. My guy finally came back to Ghana and then he got it. I followed him and then I also got the visa approved. And we are all here now in the United States of America.
I remember when you were asking me, so which question did they ask you?
Yeah.
Did they ask you about this?
You told me they asked you just one question.
It was like, don't worry, Wakwe, just go. You were so scared.
Of course, were you not scared too? I was equally scared. So
the intention of going to the Ghana embassy was like, you know what? I want to talk. Allow me to free everything on my chest. It was like, no, not allow you to talk. I was like, can I talk? I was like, no. Okay.
Bro, I mean, we give God the glory.
Yeah.
So that is it. Full funding, right, bro? So does it mean that your school will have some sort of funding available for the prospective universities, the University of Arkansas?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we have when it comes to graduate school, I mean, there's the undergrad part of things where we have alumni scholarships as well. But I think I'm well versed with the fundings available with the graduate school. So with the graduate school, we have the research assistantship funding. That's when a professor is using their research, or professors are using their research grants to fund the students. And then we have the teaching assistantship that's given by the department or the prospective departments that you're applying to. And then we have what we call administrative assistantship, where you can work maybe with the multicultural center, you can work with the admissions center. We have a lot of offices because the university has a lot of students, like close to 30,000 or 40,000, I think so.
Wow. That is so beautiful. Now, this is the website. Dave, this is the school's website, right?
Right.
So, guys, if you're looking at us right now, this is the website for the school, University of Arkansas. Go check it out. I'm told that there are some potential funding available. So just go to this website. That is it, University of Arkansas. And check them out. Beautiful campus. Go check them out. Bro, I'm sure you're not the only Ghanaian over there, right?
No, we are not.
Okay. So would you advise a prospective students to probably reach out to the professor first, like how you did it before they get to apply, or what would you suggest?
So it's a two-way thing, right? I can't say for most departments, it depends on the department that you're applying to, one. And it's not every department that requires you to reach out to a professor. And especially when you are unsure of the research area or specialty you want to venture in, then I don't think you have to really reach out to a professor, because there are also like requirements where you have to fulfill to secure a teaching assistantship as well. But again, there's also two sides. You can reach out to the professor, and then with that one, you are going to work on their research. And if they have their research grants, of course, they're going to fund you with that. But applying to the university, you can be given administrative assistantship, or you can be given the TA-ship. So you can be a grading assistant. You don't have to stand in class. You can be grading. You can be doing laboratory stuff.
Yeah. Perfect. So, guys, if you have any question, please let us know. I'm going to, as usual, connect with my guest. Sometimes when you have the questions under the video, we'll be coming in to answer, all of it. But you can check David on LinkedIn too. The name again is David Mauli Agogo, right, on LinkedIn. So you can you can check him out. And David, you recently attended some conferences and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So all these ones, they were fully funded by the university. Wow. And then how did it go for you? Were you able to meet a couple of people at this conference who were interested in your work, like they want to work with you after school and all that? Because that is one key thing that we are pushing for, that students should not just go for quote and unquote any cheap school in the university, because your life after school matters. David, what can you say about that briefly?
So, for example, if you're a grad student, and for my department or my school, there are a lot of grants that you can apply to, where they can fund any conference that you want to attend. We have the Fox Scholarship. We have the GSIE, Graduate Students and International Education Scholarship, where they also fund conferences. And then, of course, when you're working on a research and you're under a research grants, the research grants can also fund you to attend conferences, because you're trying to make your work known. And then that will also help like professors to also secure more funding. So that's a way of helping you as well. But again, you get to explore and enjoy everything once you travel on conference.
Yeah.
Your flight is paid in full. Your hotel is fully paid. You're being given money to spend. So it's like a vacation, but it's just in academia. That's all.
I remember when you called me that you were at one of them recently, that you were buying Wache.
Yeah. I mean, you get to enjoy everything. So it comes with it, but the most important thing is you have to do a good work on whatever you're doing, whatever your hands find, you have to do it and do it well. And then also try to network.
Yeah.
Don't just take advantage of every situation. Wherever you go, take advantage. See everybody as equal. Accord everybody with respect.
Yeah.
You don't know where one network might
lead you to.
Might lead you to, because networking is very key. Like it's a very good key, especially in the United States. It's even more important than
education.
Your GPA. No, for real.
Yeah.
Because the networking is even more important.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a 4.0 GPA. It still wouldn't lead. Yes, it's good, but you need a network to still work at those top companies and secure more advanced positions. Yeah.
I'm sure after your research or your presentation, you had a couple of companies coming to you that, man, can you come and work with us? Can you come and do this?
Yeah, definitely. It's always like that. They always ask you when you're graduating and try to network and give you their cards to reach out back whenever you need help. So.
Guys, that's what we're talking about. Go to schools that are promising, schools that are promising, schools that can connect you, help you to achieve certain things. All right. So don't just go to any school. Don't just go to any school. Just as we're talking about the visa interview, this week, the question I've received, bro, is that can a church sponsor you to go and study abroad? And it was a big thing. So I was like, bro, think of it. You are going to study, let's say, sports, right? And then your church is going to sponsor you to go and study sports. If you are the visa officer, and then a student comes to you that this is my funding, would you give the visa to this person? You see?
So first of all, what will go through my mind is, let's even leave the church aside. Whoever is sponsoring you needs to get, some form of benefit from you.
Yeah.
So it's like bi-directional. Okay, they're giving you something. What are they earning on the receiving end?
Yeah.
Are you going to study sports and become a pastor in the church, or what are you going to do? Are you going to train, up and coming people in the church later to be more involved, or does the church have a sports complex? What's the story behind the church funding you? But if you just tell me your church is sponsoring you, how many people are in the church? If there are 200 people and all of them have to travel abroad, is the church going to sponsor each and every one? Why is it only you? Those are the questions that will run through my mind as a view.
Very good. So I asked them this question, and then I was told that the guy says that he has, I think his uncle happens to be in a kind of influential position at the headquarters. So I was asking that, okay, so for you have the opportunity that your uncle is working over there. What about those who, excuse my language, but they'll be paying their tithes? Some of them will be paying like offering or stuff like that, but they don't have any of their brothers, sisters, father or auntie or uncle working over there. Does it mean that for them they're going to be disadvantaged? And how can a church use, I don't know, but talking about that, we got a transcript, David. If you can see this is the transcript. So it's from one of the students. I think they had an interview in Nigeria, Abuja, and then got denied. They got denied. And so look at the second. Now this is how it went. Let's read it together and then we'll see. So can I say this clearly?
The live is coming. Don't worry, we can start there.
So let's see. It says that 4 persons before me, the first young girl of 19 years approved, the second Muslim lady approved, and the 2 young men before me denied. He said that guy not the reason guy men cry. Okay, so he says, good morning, sir. The viewer says, good morning. Pass me your document, please. How are you? He says, I'm fine, while struggling to pass it to him. How is work? And the viewer says, it is going well. So the viewer was opening the I-20 while smiling. Look at me. So which school are you applying to? The guy says that Faith Bible College International, which is a school of theology that focuses on Bible teaching and fundamentals, Christian doctrine for ministerial training. The viewer says, oh, how will this degree help you? And then he says that okay, so this degree will help me become a qualified and a seasoned preacher. Look at this thing, bro. You don't need to go to a Bible school before you become a seasoned preacher. Do you know this?
Yeah. Definitely.
You don't need to go to a Bible school to become a seasoned preacher. You can just sit and study your Bible, and then even be on YouTube. Watch a lot of sermons and develop your stuff. Okay, so let's continue. A seasoned preacher of the gospel and equip me with the innovative idea to work effectively, strategically, and experientially. Hey, my God, in career pursuit as a missionary. Attending getting this degree will make me more productive and boost my confidence of work with the Zion Expanders Bible College, for which the development of the Christian community from Nigeria to any part of the world. It doesn't mean the guy was flowing like this, by the way. just a write up or something like that. So the second one, this is the last one, the last page. It says that the viewer was like, have you traveled outside Nigeria before? And then he says, no, just within Nigeria, hosting crusades, Christian seminars, and counseling. The viewer says you have a huge amount of money for you, okay, for your education. So who will be your sponsor? I think that's what he was just trying to say. And then the guy says that, well, Faith Bible College, that's the school he's going to. Faith Bible College International have awarded a fully funded scholarship that covers my tuition, accommodation, and textbooks. And Zion Expanders Bible College has pledged to be giving me XX amount to cover any expenses that the scholarship didn't cover, because I'm going to return. Who asked you this one? Hey, they've not asked you yet, but you are eager to answer. Okay, let's read it. Because I'm going to return after my schooling and continue my work with them. It is captured in my letter of attestation. Would you like to see the letter? The viewer says refusing by waving his hands. That means he doesn't want to see the letter. Then he was like, wow, nodding his head and smiling back at me.
Okay, Matt.
Yes, bro. I think it's just the last sentence. Let me just read. Then we come.
Someone said they can't hear us.
So. They sent you a text message. Guys, if you can hear me, please let me know in the comment section. Let somebody just favor me by typing yes, we can hear, or we cannot hear. Can you hear, guys? Please let me know if you can hear. Just type. Okay, very good. They say I can hear clearly. Perfect. They can hear. Okay. So it says the VO refusing not to see the document by waving his hand, right? So he says, in my heart, I was saying, finally, I got this visa. God did it. But the game changer came in. So the VO says that, so you are a pastor, smiling and typing. Then the guy says, out of excitement, Oka said, yes, I'm a pastor and a missionary under Zion Expanders Bible College. The VO post and look at me with a mean face. No, I'm denying the visa. You can go. I was shocked. Man, you see what we are talking about?
Yeah.
With the church sponsoring you, I mean, it can be possible, but the church.
But he said the school has awarded him
some
funded scholarship.
Exactly.
That covers my tuition, and the church has pledged to give him an amount to cover, I'm sure, his living expenses, right?
Yeah.
So, but again, I think there's a contradiction here with his purpose of going to study, and he's confirming it's like, are you a doctor? Yes, I'm a doctor. What are you going to do? I'm going to study medicine.
I don't, bro. I don't think because my dad attended an international school, Bible seminary school, right? And then guess what? He just got the courses, some of them online, and he did it. And then some of them that they had to do, like they needed face to face. The school had a campus in Ghana, so he just went there and then did that course over there, and that was it. Right. Do you understand that? And so the fact that for me, he's saying that to go get this degree to become a seasoned preacher. See, bro, God is not doing. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. The thing he has been doing is not like God is changing his tactics or his revelations or whatever it is. So I think all those things, you don't need to go to. There are a couple of people, they did not go to Bible school, but they are preaching. They're seasoned pastors.
Right.
They're preaching, right? And the fact that the church is the one going to sponsor you, to give you some amount of money, bro. Nah.
So I've actually seen cases where people have been approved for going to, like pastors have been approved for coming to study theology. I think there's this other guy who does a YouTube. He's a YouTuber. He talks about coming to America. He did, I think, theology in Yale University.
Okay.
I'm sure you might know him or something. Is it something? Yeah. So it depends on the reason, right? And I think just saying a seasoned preacher whilst you're already a pastor creates a lot of contradiction.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you? I'm an electrical engineer, but I'm coming to study electrical engineering.
Nah.
It just doesn't make sense. I would also deny what are you in Ghana? I'm an electrical engineer. So I'm coming to study electrical engineering here to become a better electrical engineer. Really?
It's something else, bro. But yes, that is the whole
I think it depends on the reason. I think he didn't really work on. Probably he should do some more insight into what is very unique about the program.
Yeah.
And then also one consideration is, of course, you can't tell me there's no Bible or theological college in Nigeria. Is it Ghana or Nigeria?
Okay, in Nigeria, yeah. I think he had the interview in Abuja, Nigeria.
Yes, there's a lot of good Bible colleges there. So what's making it different?
So that's the thing. The guy did not do a due diligence, doing a research. Because, of course, even when you go to the interview and then maybe you apply to different schools, they'll ask you, so why did you apply to this school? So sometimes you can look at the course curriculum of this school. Look at what Bible courses they're taking. Let the visa officer know that what you researched on this one, this is the one that you're interested in. However, you checked in the ones even in Ghana.
When they don't have it.
Yes.
There's like a certain track, there's a certain curriculum, there's a certain program that is embedded into the program. You could do more research. You should say something that differs from what is usual in your country.
Man, guys, get in touch. Let's see what's happening. But if this is your first time watching, you want to say thank you, please hit the subscribe button before you leave. Okay, hit the subscribe button before you leave. Dave, just 5 to 10 minutes, we are out of here. Let's see some of the comments we've been receiving. Whoa, my guy. Wow. So somebody's saying, okay, Dr. Doom is saying the GA thing that wahala. Let me know what schools you are getting from. So Tumbol is saying that watching from the Gambia. Wow, thank you so much for joining. Forgive me saying that the available date is September. Oh my God. If is saying wahala day, of course, wahala day. The man himself. Okay, so forgive me saying that I've gotten a visa date in May. That is good. And Agnes is saying that, bro, Dr. Agogo. That's what we're talking about. Agogo. John Paul is saying that grace at work. Listening to your story, brother, they're saying grace at work. Hallelujah to that. And then he's still saying that this favor locate me. When I was asking people to type, people are typing a lot. God, please let this favor reach me. Of course. This person is saying that busy at work, but I know this is lit. Congrats. Thank you so much. Somebody's asking a question, says, will you advise someone to apply for his or her visa in a different country? What is the probability of getting approved in a different country? Charlie, this question, how do we tackle this question? People got approved in Ivory Coast. My brother and I, we were not approved. We came back to Ghana and then we got approved. So it depends. The favor of God needs to be part of your process, and then the way you put your story. Do you understand that? So the story got to be unique to you, because in front of me in Ghana, I remember 2 people were saying that, well, I'm going to use my degree when I return to take up this high position in my company. Like thousands of people they've said that. So please, you got to change your story and all that. Everything Spirit is saying that McCray, I had a GPA of 2.8 on 4.0 scale. So I thought of doing evaluation of which I got inspiration from your videos. Okay. So I used the West GPA calculator and it was 3.5. But looking at the time, I think Everything Spirit, I asked you, are you looking at getting into fall 2025 or fall 2026? If you're looking at fall 2025, by now that you're going to do the evaluation, the deadline probably will be up against you, right? So let me know what that is. Everything Speed again is saying that, do you think I should go in for West or please, it depends in your pocket, like, how much, because I understand West could be a little bit expensive than Spantran, but look at it, which one can do you a favor in terms of money wise and then time and then reliability. Okay, there are a couple of schools they don't go in for Spantran. They probably will go for just WES evaluation. So please, Emmanuel Ejekumi is saying that this visa interview, only God. Yes, David can relate. Everson said that maybe she wrote that if you choose to do the interview in Ghana, they should approve it. Oh, bro, maybe they wrote that thing on your profile for you.
We can't tell.
My sister Benny Soga from Ghana in Hoho is saying that in his own time, he makes all things beautiful. David, there you go. You got giving you something there. Prince Owusi is saying that I'm sure the VO in Ghana realized the VO in Ivory Coast goofed. That's why he was laughing.
Yeah.
God intervened in his second attempt. No, this is actually the third attempt. Just to record. The God factor is everything. So Tom Ball is saying that I want to believe that the VO in Ivory Coast must have recommended that his visa be approved in his home country. Bro, that could be a reason, you know? Yeah. So Prince Owusi is saying that I'm sure the VO in Ghana realized that the VO in Ivory Coast good. Okay, this is the same thing. Abbas Salifu is asking a question. How many years is his accelerator PhD? Bro, how many years is it?
So technically, it's a 5-year program.
Okay.
It's a 5-year program in the sense that you don't have to complete the whole 5 year, and you're not limited to the 5 year, so you could extend it. So it depends on PhDs. It's not like undergrad where you're done with 4 years and you're done.
Yeah.
It's when you are done with the research, the thesis that you're working on. Yes, that's when you're done.
Thank you so much, Sheila K. Watch from America. Big Sheila. Okay. And Abdullah Ibrahim says that I would like to know if a student applying for an undergraduate can contact with the professor or department he or she is applying to. And is there any possibility that they could offer the student full fund? Bro, you did that and that worked for you.
I think he's talking about undergraduates. So,
man, are you talking about, applying for an undergraduate program, right? Okay, so
for an undergraduate
PhD program.
For undergraduate program, what I mostly recommend is I've seen undergrad research assistants even in my lab, okay, but they don't cater for your tuition. They only give you something like a payment, like an hourly payment. So let's say if you are working 20 hours in a week, they get money for that as like, some pocket money, but you should seek. There are a lot of scholarships for undergrads that caters for the tuition. So I think students should pursue that. And also, one thing that gives undergrad scholarship is when you get on the dean list, especially when you perform very well, especially in your first, second semester, you get on the dean list and you can get scholarship awarded for that.
Perfect. He's saying the second question that if there is no full funding available and there is application fee, is it advisable to pay and apply? Of course, if that's the school you want to go to and there is application fee, you got to pay and then apply for it. So that's fine. Okay. Oh my God. Let me see if we have for you, mouse C saying we can hear. Okay, I think that was that time. And then Mother, I don't know the name, but I think Mother Afrik, right? Mother Afrik said, I hold bachelor's in theology. Whoa, from which school? Please, can you put it up in the comment section for me? Let me know. Is there a school here in the US? Let me know. Okay. Prince Ofori is saying that I tap into his visa approval in Jesus' name. In fact, come on.
See, we actually prayed for this visa approval, right?
David and I, we prayed. Charlie, we prayed. But Mother Africa is saying I hold a Bachelor of Theology. What course can I do for masters? Oh, I presume you want to, get to maybe study abroad or something. But maybe you can pursue a master's in leadership or administration, since if you are going to probably pastor a church and leading people is key.
True.
Understanding what we call administrative procedures, they are quite key for you, right? As for the Bible studies, it's something that you can sit down with your pen and paper, like I have on my desk over here. This is my pencil. My Bible is here with me, so you can just sit there and study and write, make your note. Sometimes you have your head pastor. You can reach out to if you have some questions. You don't need to have masters or study for PhD in theology. I mean, you can do it, but I'm saying that getting the visa for sometimes for things like that, it can be daunting. And so hey Jakumi Makere, please, we'll reach out soon. Okay, bro, we got to let you go. I don't want to spend a lot of your time and all that. So David happens to be a PhD student at the University of Arkansas, and so if you need any question you're applying to, that's you can reach out to me, or probably reach out to David on LinkedIn, get in touch with him or ask him some of the questions, but please don't bug him up. If you have any question also, you can put it up under this video. David and I will be coming here to answer all of them for you. All of them for you. All right, bro, questions are still coming, but trust you, I don't want to test you. 2 minutes, we are out of here.
It depends on you.
Felix is saying that, can you negotiate your scholarships, especially your stipend? Bro, these things are fixed, right?
No, you can actually negotiate it
in your school.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because my school, you can't do that.
So when you are on, especially in big universities where research is key, now because professors are also competing for students, right? I would advise, if you know you are that good, negotiate for it. Because when I came to my lab, I realized that the stipend range is different from everybody based on how they negotiated their process into it. So some people negotiated for higher, some people just took the base. So, but once you sign the contract,
and that's it.
That is it.
I'm sure you regret it, right? You should have negotiated.
Yes. So, yes, if you know you are that good and the professor is in dire need of you, you can ask him, oh, you know what? Especially people who are like family people, they're like, I have a wife, I have this. And they increase it for them.
Yeah.
But again, if you feel like you have that or you need more money, it can be like, you know what? I have 3 different fundings. I really want to work with you, but you're giving me a very low amount of money.
Yeah, competitive thing. You know what I'm saying?
So that's
Felix, you can do it. Ekuma, I wanted to mention the first name, but I can't. Efenyi Chuku, I think that's from Nigeria. It says that, please, which loan company give loan to international student for bachelor's degree? Hey, I've actually dealt with Prodigy and maybe Empower Loan and stuff like that. So please, those are the ones that I know about. And Nancy is saying, I'm a career. I choose University of South Dakota because of you, and I got an admission letter for fall intake. Thank you. Hey, Nancy, really? Do I remember? Okay. So Borat says that if my admission letter comes with little funding, what should I do to get full funding? Hey, on the other hand, can you please talk about undergraduate opportunities in some of your videos? Thank you. I'll do that. Nancy saying, thank you for all the information you gave us. Most appreciate. Okay, bro, your last word. I think we got to end this show right now. Otherwise, we'll be talking. So please, your last word for our prospective students, please.
What I would say is, before applying for university, and if you want to seek funding from securing admission to your visa process, do a due diligence of research as to why you want to apply to a certain university. Do you want to risk going there without funding? And what are the options of you securing even an on-campus jobs? Or what's the, do a total research before applying to any university. And even if you want to apply for visa outside Ghana or something, do a thorough research. How are they receptive towards Ghanaians? Follow up with history and everything before you embark on that process. And the biggest thing is, include God in everything. Include God. God is just the author and then the finisher of everything.
Perfect. Thank you so much, David. I just checked, and the current visa date available in Ghana is 26th of August, my birthday. 26th of August. So if you're listening to me right now, you want to reschedule, please do it in a split of a second, because I just announced it to a couple of people. So please get to do that. 26th of August. So try and see if we can get that. David, thank you so much. I love what God is doing with you, and I love what you're doing with yourself too. I love what God did with our story. From Ivory Coast, came to Ghana. We got the visa the same year. We traveled to the United States of America, and then God is doing wonderful things with us. And I'm hoping that anybody who is listening, who is watching right now, I pray that God will do same, and if you do it more abundantly that your mind can imagine, so that you also have the chance to experience this study abroad. If you believe what I'm saying, type in the comment section. Say amen. And so, David, I want to say thank you so much for this opportunity and all that. We have to link up and then do some one or two things. Okay. God bless you so much, and thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yes, I'll see you at the other side.
All right.
Wow, what a beautiful session I just had with my brother David Agogo here in the United States of America, University of Arkansas. It has been a blessing to have the two of us. I mean, like, you guys, you should know our story, like, coming now. So I just want to encourage everybody who is watching right now that, listen, get to do all you have to do as soon as possible. All right. If you have any question, put it up under this video, and let me come and answer all that for you. If you want me to talk to any school, you want me to get some couple of students from any of the schools, just for you to hear from them, please let me know. The team and I, we're going to be working on that, okay, so that we get you all the necessary information, the details that you need. If you want to have a time with me, you can book or schedule a time with me to have one-on-one and talk with you as well. Please connect with me on all social media platforms. Instagram, the handle is McRae _ Sogah, MCRAY _ SOGAH. Same thing on YouTube, X, and all that. So connect with me. If you're first time watching this video, please subscribe, and then when we post more other video, you will be notified about it. I want to say thank you so much for joining me. My name is McRae Sogah. I want to one day see you here in the United States of America, studying abroad. God bless everybody, and remember that Jesus always loves you. Bye-bye, everybody. The 2 bags I brought.